What's up, guys? Steve here. Welcome back to my page. We are going over Turo, car sharing, owning your own rental fleet, whatever you want to call it. We are going over that and how to make it as simple as possible. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, guys, here we go into it. Let's do it right here, right now. As we do, or as you're listening, make sure you guys do all that stuff down below. You guys know what to do. Make sure to do it. Make it happen. And I look forward to seeing the comments down below. What's going on with your guys' fleet. It's all about Turo and how to make your fleet run as smoothly as possible. Not all about Turo, but Turo's the biggest one that I'm into, so that's where I kind of got the most, most knowledge in. And I know there's a few other ones, Get Around, Share, Avail, there's tons of them. But I will tell you, Turo's been around the most, and it's just by far easiest, and it's kind of more well-known, so let's just stick with that. If you guys don't know what Turo is, it's a car-sharing app. It's a platform where you guys can share your cars peer-to-peer, like Airbnb, but for your cars, and get them out there, making money. I know you can be very lucrative with some of this stuff right now. I know there's a lot of people that are making more money on the Turo than they do with their real estate. It's all kind of, you just got to be really smart with it, but check out some of the other videos and you can kind of see how to make it run as smoothly as possible if you're new to it. But other than that, what I will say, a little bit of history with me, with what we got going on. So I got this fleet that's going on out here in the west side of the US. I'm out here in Phoenix market. And I know that there's tons of hosts out here, and I mean, Turo is just really taking off. Like I said, I have started my fleet out here. I got a few cars. You guys can check it out. I give you guys updates on what cars make, what's this and that, blah, 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 yada, yada, how to make it run and do what you need to. But I will tell you, my history right here is we invested with some buddies back in California a few years ago. We ended up becoming power hosts, all-star hosts, hero hosts, basically any and every kind of host that you can come up with. That's what that Turo could come up with. We basically got those badges. It is what it is. They were doing really good out there, and I think it was very well. That's where my whole last video of my biggest lesson learned with Turo was, basically how to make, and it goes with any business, how to make your business run as smoothly as possible by making sure everything's on point, what you got to do. In California, we were doing really well. We were doing, extremely well, crushing it. Turo knows us. Other hosts out there know us. And since I'm doing all this stuff separate, I'll just kind of leave it at that. If they ever want to jump in here, if my business partners want to jump on here, I will gladly get them on here. If you guys want to see it, let me know. But they're basically kind of rooting me on for creating this fleet out here and making it run smoothly. Our fleet out there was, like I said, it was just doing super well. So that kind of gives you an idea. I have a little bit of a background with this stuff. I know there's some guys that like to come on here and they just want to flex on me and be like, yo, we make so much money. We got this many trips, this and all that. And it's like, yeah, I get it. That's awesome. And you think that I am just coming on here being some new guru, but it is what it is. I'm not worried about it, and I'm not trying to defend or whatever. It just is what it is. But I wanted to get on here and give you guys a little bit of a history with us. So we've kind of been around, and the only thing that I can really say is just be extremely careful. We are on this super high right now, right? Everybody's coming off of COVID, and they're wanting to get out. They're wanting to go explore either staycations or vacations, whatever. People just want out. They were stuck in the house for the past year. Somebody told them that they couldn't go anywhere, so all of a sudden everybody listened. That's a whole nother story. Everybody stayed home. Now they're over it. They want to get out. They want to explore, and now everybody has this refound vision for life and want to go out and experience it. And so that's where we're seeing so much going on as far as the rental car companies and Turo and the car sharing platforms, because the rental car companies they depleted their fleets through COVID. And I know a lot of people had to do this, and this is, just like anybody else. They had to make sure the bills were taken care of, make sure they're not going bankrupt. It just crushed so many businesses. I hate to see it, especially small business owners. And I think that's kind of why everybody's taking to this turn now. It's like, hey, we can be profitable. We can do money with this. We can make money with this. And they're just trying to figure out something new, something where they can create their own time, their own schedule, their own more time to themselves or their families. And that's kind of why everybody's taken to, let's start our side gigs, let's do our hustles and basically work for ourselves. I will tell you that I am 100% on board with this if you guys are able to make it happen. Coming from the experience that we know, this is a high. It's going to level out. Make sure you guys prepare for that. I would hate to see, it won't be another COVID situation, but I would hate for everybody to go out and get these nice, fancy, expensive cars that they can't afford and lose it because times slow down. Rental car companies end up with more cars. Now the market's saturated with cars from other Turo hosts. So just make sure you guys are able to maintain what you guys have. I would really hate to see everybody go out, buy these nice fancy cars, and then in a year or a year and a half, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh crap, what do we do? How do we pay for this? That's the only thing I can say based off of our experience and everything that's going on and everything that we've learned in the past. That's the biggest thing you can do. Golden nugget right here. If you are able to keep at least 6 months of money in the bank, so that way you are good. 6 months of expenses, whether that be over all of your overhead. If you have a parking or an office, if you have all the car loans, whatever the case may be, make sure you have at least 6 months in your pocket ready to go at any point in case something happens. I know we all want to jump in this and get rich quick. You see a lot of money. It's great. It's blah, blah, blah. It's awesome. And it can be. I promise you, it can do really well. But just be careful. Be prepared. Be prepared for the worst. And that's pretty much all I got. And this is all coming from a host, from a group of guys that we were basically a host that was respected with other Turo hosts, with Turo themselves. And I won't even say was, we still are. Take into consideration everything that I got for you guys with everything that's going on. It's not going to last forever, but definitely ride that wave as long as you can. And it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's, if you want to do it right, you're going to have to build it right. Follow along. I'll keep you guys posted on how to make that happen. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that stuff down here in the bottom. Hit that notification bell. Share this with your friends. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. We'll catch you guys later.